Hi guys, happy Friday. It's New Life for Jen or Jen. My YouTube name is candj1977. Today's question on the Back2BasicsWLS Week 6 question is mental work. How much of your weight loss success has come from your tool or the straight mental game? Explain the process and how growing mentally determined your success. This topic for me, I actually sat and really thought about. I took notes on myself. I kind of reevaluated my journey from beginning until now, and I believe that the first couple months of my lap band surgery, I believe my tool was functioning the way it was supposed to. I had restriction, for the first 7-8 months, and I believe my tool was doing part of the work. But what I really believe was happening is that my mind was mentally set for this to work. Their failure was not an option. Putting bad food in my mouth was not an option, and that was all willpower and mind-driven. And when I had the unfill, it kind of put a strain on my whole mental game in this journey. I had to reevaluate. I had to focus more on pretty much how to actually work my tool with my brain. I still allowed myself to believe that my band was at restriction, even though it wasn't. So the mind, to me, is a very, very powerful thing. And some of the things that I think are very important to success with any kind of weight loss, whether it be doing it on your own or having a weight loss surgery tool, is to find out if you're really ready to make the change. Are you really ready to give up a lot of things that weight loss surgery restricts you from? One in particular is soda and pop. With the lap bander, my doctor's rules, with both of my doctors, my surgeon and my aftercare doctor, was no soda, no pop, no carbonation period, whether it come from beer, pop, just anything with carbonation. It was a no-no. And that rule, I can honestly say, 16 months post-op, I have not had a sip or anything of soda. I knew before surgery that that was something I was willing to give up permanently. It has been hard this summer. I've had a couple instances where I've craved carbonated beverages, which I normally don't, and I don't know if it's just because it's summer and it's hot and I'm wanting something carbonated just because it looks good, so that's my brain right there telling me that I want it, even though I know I can't have it. But I know other people that do, and I mean, that's fine. I don't. I'm afraid to let myself do it like once or twice, and then I'll be wanting it all the time, so I just don't do it. Another thing I think that's helped me, one of my rules of my mental game, is no excuses, just honesty. I'm not going to try to make excuses for myself. I'm not going to make excuses to others on why I did or did not do something. I just have to be honest with myself and with others. So that was another part to me that helped me with my mental work. And do I think I'm done? No, I think I'll be doing mental work for the rest of my life. But creating a daily checklist. I did this with myself all the way up to probably right before Vegas. Every day I would make a mental checklist, or I would physically write it down and be like, these are your goals for today. This much water, this much protein, this much exercise, bring this to here, work on this, those kind of things. And I did that a lot. And I did weekly ones too for my weight when I was in the reduction phase. And I think keeping that daily checklist helped keep my mind in order to process through the day. So that was something I did. And keeping a very honest food diary. I don't have it with me here at work, but at home, I have a paper journal that I wrote in all last year, and I bought a new one for this year, and I write in it every day. Not only do I write the foods that I consumed, it's honest what I ate. If I ate a fun-sized Milky Way candy bar, or if I had some cake or cookies or ice cream, I write it in this journal. And, I've used MyFitnessPal. I've used it forever. I used it more on the reduction phase than now. Now I pretty much use my paper journal just because This journal now has turned in for me of an emotional diary, my trigger food, diary. I was feeling good today, had a great day, food was on track, exercise was on track. I can see the days and the patterns and the emotions that lead me to have a bad day. So now it's not only become a food and, calorie log, it's become more of a, how was I feeling that day, where was my weight at that day, where was my food at that day, and just an all-around journal of how I process through the day. So, holding myself accountable by making sure I do that journal daily. Sometimes I carry it with me in my purse, sometimes I'll take it out, like today, and it's sitting on my bedside, table, and I forgot to stick it in my purse. A lot of times I do carry it with me, but, if I don't carry it around all day, I will specifically go through my day from start to end and write down everything that went into my mouth. Sometimes I'll go through on my MyFitnessPal, find the calories. I pretty much know all the stuff I eat by heart, so I don't even need to look anymore. But a lot of things sometimes, like if you go out to eat, you have to search it online, figure out what your calorie was. I can almost, by looking at it, tell you how much is a cup or 4 ounces, so I don't even really weigh or measure that much anymore. I just kind of know. But I truly suggest anybody that's in the newer stages or still in the reduction phase to measure and weigh your food. Keep a food journal. Be accountable. Be honest. Because you're only going to hurt yourself if you don't record everything that you're eating. So, and the most important thing I'm still dealing with the mental work is forgiveness. More or less, knowing when I made a mistake, admitting it, decide where I went wrong or what might have caused it to happen, making a plan on how to not let that happen again, and if that does happen, how to make a healthier choice faster. Like immediately. The next meal is, you're on it. I did good for a really long time, where if I made a bad choice, whatever, I would snap right back, and the next choice was right on the money again. Here recently I found that if I let this stuff in, it turns into a couple days of bad eating, and so I need to learn to forgive myself from that, and learn from my mistakes, and I feel that all successes have stumbles and falls, and you just have to learn how fast you can get up from them and grow from it. So that's more or less the one I'm working on the most right now, is forgiveness and how to move on. But the mental work, I believe, will be with us forever. I know I'll be doing mental work in my weight loss journey for the rest of my life. I don't think I'm ever going to just stop worrying about it at this point. I believe one of the major barriers to weight loss is our mental mindset. Whether it be Weight Watchers or lap band or gastric bypass or whatever, the mental work that has to be done is not the fun part. It's the part that doesn't have a set guideline to, so you have to kind of stroll through these things on your own. I do have a therapist. I was seeing him every week, and now it's turned into once a month, which is fine. If I ever feel like I need it more, I would definitely go and attempt to, go more often. But I can take so much of that at one time. Like, I take what he tells me, and then I analyze what he says, and then I try to put it into my own terms to better understand it. Because sometimes when he speaks to me on how to fix things or suggestions on situations, it takes me a while to process it. So, I don't know. And that's probably just the way my mind's set up. But mental work is very hard. I believe it's been 90% of my success. I hope to continue growing mentally and physically, of course, as well, but mentally as well, because I think that's a very important thing on how you're going to maintain and continue through life. Once you reach your weight that you want to be at, or even the size, or just whatever, wherever you feel comfortable to maintain at that point, you're going to have to work on your mental work. So that is my response. I hope you guys all have a great week, and I would love, love, love to hear your response videos back, because this is a subject to me where I love to hear all kinds of information and strategies and try to pull something that might be able to help me. But I love you guys. We'll see you next week. Talk to you soon. Bye.